This week, David Cameron was branded the dunce of Downing Street by Ed Miliband for the sell-off of the Royal Mail. George Osborne tried to capitalise on his successful budget by claiming he would create full employment. And union boss Len McCluskey said that the Labour Party had better win the next election or else. The privatisation of Royal Mail sparked an angry clash in the Commons between Ed Miliband and David Cameron. Miliband said the company had been flogged off on the cheap to Cameron's pals in the city, and he branded the Prime Minister the dunce of Downing Street. Cameron hit back, saying he was going to take no advice from the Muppets on the Labour front bench. But on a serious note, Ed Miliband did ask, more than once, what had happened to the gentleman's agreement between the government and their city friends that they wouldn't buy up the shares and flog them off cheap.
There was a gentleman's agreement that these long-term investors, so-called, would not sell their shares, but half of them were sold and hundreds of millions of pounds were made. What happened to that agreement?
Cameron didn't answer that one. After wrong-footing Labour with his pensioners' budget, Chancellor George Osborne tried to steal their clothes over unemployment, while at the same time making the Tories look like the caring party. The Chancellor made a keynote speech in Essex in which he declared he wanted the Tory party to become the party of full employment. He even took a sideswipe at Margaret Thatcher's Chancellor, Norman Lamont, by rejecting his suggestions in the 1980s that unemployment was a price worth paying for economic recovery. It is never a price worth paying, said Osborne. By the way, full employment has many definitions, and we still don't know what Osborne's is. What it is not is that everyone in the country who wants a job has one. Union boss Len McCluskey came to lunch with political hacks in Westminster and told them if Ed Miliband didn't start speaking up for working people, he would lose the next election. Forget Tony Blair's famous Worcester woman and Mondeo man voters. Labour needs to concentrate on Wakefield woman and the bloke on the bus, according to McCluskey. If Miliband failed to connect and lost the election next year, there would probably be moves to split the union away from the party altogether, and it would take its chequebook with it. And that's it for this week. To keep up to date with all the political news from Westminster, go to our website ibtimes.co.uk.